You know, I never related more to if it ain't one thing, it's another.
I feel like we often in adulthood go through the motions. We have to be intentional about taking a pause and saying like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. And reevaluating what's important.
I don't know. Would we schedule our time to go out to eat?
No.
I don't think so.
This is Sistas Declassified, the podcast where
Taylor
and Taryn,
your virtual sisters, share experiences, insights, and of course the juicy secrets that never leave the sister circle.
So shh, listen up. The declassified convos are starting now. Welcome back to Sistas Declassified. We're the real life sisters who decided to start a podcast instead of giving up on life.
But before we get started today, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe share with a friend.
All right, today we're going to get into a little declassified gossip for today. And it's real short and simple. Adulting is ghetto.
It really is. And that's why you haven't seen us for about 4 weeks.
Has it really been that long?
I think so.
Wow.
Well, no. I think 3 weeks.
So almost a month. That is pretty wild. But we're glad you're here or still here. Back? New? I don't know.
Thanks for being here. How about that?
Thank you for being here. Exactly. Because I'm sure you know adulting is ghetto too.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we would just take some time today to share a little bit about where we've been and what's been going on over the last few weeks and why we've been a little absent. Child, I'm tired. Baby's kicking me.
Yes,
Lord.
Pregnancy. Maybe you can start with that today. How is pregnancy?
Oh,
Let the people know.
Let the people know. So at this point, I am in my 3rd trimester, almost there, chugging along. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Although I was telling Vashon, my husband, that it kind of feels like I'm about to end one race and start another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I kind of just got the hang of being pregnant, and now it's like, all right, now we need to find a pediatrician. What are you doing for daycare? Like, just so many things. So pregnancy itself has been going well. Doctor's appointments have been going smoothly, getting good, positive results.
You finally had a good picture of the baby.
Yes, got a nice little 3D image of the baby. So still don't know what we're having, but at least we know they have my nose.
Mm-hmm. That's all we can all collectively agree upon.
Yes, they have my nose. So I'm in there somewhere in this new person's face. But I think I'm just tired. Pregnancy.
Realizing now your ring don't fit.
Dang. No, so my ring does not fit. I just switched to a silicone ring maybe a month ago now. And I did it like preemptively. I noticed, I think it was after we went to Texas. We went to Texas for a family reunion. I was going to say last month, but I guess it was 2 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was real humid. My hands and feet were swelling. And that's when I was like, okay, I can be swollen and my ring won't come off. And when I got back from there, I noticed that it was just generally a little bit tighter and I'm experiencing a little swelling.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought I'd really rather not have my ring be stuck and not be able to get it off. So I just ordered a silicone ring to be safe. So my ring did fit. It still might, but I just figured it's not worth.
You don't want to have to cut it off in a week or
It's not worth the risk. But I'm just really adjusting to this new body because now I have carpal tunnel, which is fun. I wake up every morning, like not being able to really open or close my hands.
Who knew that was
So
a
I have to
pregnancy
like.
symptom? I was
So
about to
many
ask you.
things.
That's so funny that you said that. For the people who maybe haven't been pregnant before, what's one fun fact that maybe people never really talk about?
I mean, there's a lot of things. I think some of it feels TMI. I'll say one is just bowel movements in either direction can be fun. And by that I mean either some people experience a lot of diarrhea, some people are constipated. I'm on the constipation side. I used to be, you're welcome. Used to be, at least twice a day pooper. And now it's like, I'd be lucky if I get it every other day.
But see, I will say...
And they be stinky.
I was like, I will say, I think that is what people are willing to say.
Oh, is it?
I feel like I've heard that before.
Okay. I'm not alone. Good.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not know about carpal tunnel. And the fact that I can even, like, feel it, not just in my hands, but I get it in my shoulder, too, which is interesting. Not interesting in a good way, just interesting, who knew? But yeah, I wake up every morning. My right hand's worse than my left. I literally have to like do wrist exercises, moving them up and down and holding them up to get the fluid out of my hands from when I'm sleeping.
Got it. I wonder if there's a way to prevent that.
I asked the doctor. The answer was no.
See, I feel like some of these doctors don't be knowing stuff.
I mean,
no offense to them.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the answer is keep moving.
Right.
You put a wrist guard on at night that doesn't allow you to bend your wrist in different positions. So like,
elevate your hand.
So is there something you can do to like alleviate it? Sure. I don't know that I want to sleep in wrist braces.
Right.
And so I guess the answer is yes. There are things you can do.
I'm sure those aren't the only things though. Or like,
make sure you're drinking lots of water,
right,
but it's a fluid retention problem.
Yeah.
So it's like keep your sodium down, but not too low because you got to have your. Well, it's like a.
It's a balancing act.
It's a balancing act, and one that most people don't have the time or care to
or patience
or
to
energy. Do. Yeah, I think we sometimes forget our bodies are machines, and everybody's body is a little bit different, and so what might work for one pregnant person doesn't necessarily work for another. But what I think we can all agree on, for those of us who have made it to the third trimester, is that sleep sucks. Mm-hmm. That's like my number one thing. And it's mostly...
Even with your fancy pillow.
The fancy pillows do help, I will admit. But every time I move, I wake up. And even if I'm not waking up just to go to the bathroom, rolling over, I wake up.
Are you better off sleeping in a chair?
Not necessarily. Depends on the posture and the positioning.
No, yeah, I meant like a recliner type.
Right, but you're not supposed to lay on your back.
Right.
You can be reclined, but you'd have to have your feet up and like maybe.
Right, but every night sleeping like that.
Yeah, probably not realistic, and I don't have a recliner.
Right,
so.
no, yeah.
But where I was going with that was just it's not restful sleep. I can be in bed for 8 hours, minus the getting up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and felt like I slept maybe 2 hours. Versus like pre-pregnancy, you have a good night's sleep, you wake up feeling rejuvenated. I don't wake up with rejuvenation.
Gotcha.
So
because you never even got to get into your REM.
Yeah, so I hear that, postpartum sleep, obviously, well, maybe not obvious if you don't know this, but you're cluster feeding, so the baby's feeding like every 2 to 3 hours. So you might get a 2-hour sleep here or there, but I hear that sleep feels so much better than the 8 hours of third trimester sleep. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, because you have ownership over your body, so you at least can get into a comfortable position.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And just like the hormones really keep you from feeling rested, and like just the extra weight and being, I think you're just cognizant of how you move and sleep. So I'm like terrified of waking up and being on my back. So yeah, that's how pregnancy's been going.
Sounds super lovely. Doesn't she sell it for everybody?
Look, I think honesty is important. I feel like us as millennials are fairly honest and maybe a little negative.
Right, because I'm like, sometimes I think we make everything sound terrible.
But I feel like previous generations maybe didn't have enough time or give enough thought to what this process is like. And so it always just seemed like you just do it. It's right. and it's beautiful, and it's not that it's not beautiful, but I feel like we didn't always get the full truth. So I just want the people to have the full truth.
Well, and I think, when we say full truth, I do think the just do it mindset was their truth. Like, they weren't sitting harping over everything. Because it was like, if I sit and think about it, yeah, I'm going to be upset. But if I just get up and do it, it'll be over, like, just do it.
I don't know about it'll be over. 10 months is a long time.
Oh, for sure.
It's basically, I've been pregnant all year.
But it's been a quick year, if you ask me.
Right. If you ask a non-pregnant person, it's been quick.
No, but I understand. It's definitely takes over your whole life and forever. Woohoo!
And forever.
Yay, kids.
Okay, your turn.
Keep moving on.
What's been up with you?
I'm like, my main things going on. Well, partly the reason we haven't been here for a couple more weeks than we anticipated. We were trying to take a break, but it was only supposed to be like a week, and it turned into 3 because I've been having car trouble, and I'm about sick of this car because I'm pretty sure I told y'all about 2 or 3. Well, that was like March, so like 3 or 4 months ago that I was having car trouble. And now we're back to having car trouble. And that was partly why we decided adulting was ghetto, because she's also having car trouble. And it just seems to be a trend.
It's contagious.
It really is. It's contagious, and I'm sick of it, and cars are so expensive for no freaking reason. fixing them is so expensive for no reason. Dad's like, that's what happens when you have a Mercedes. They're expensive.
You're like, but before that, I didn't have one, and it was
they were
still expensive.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really over the car situation. But otherwise, I've been in a new role that's also been taking over my life. I've been a school-based therapist for the last 3 school years. And so now I'm going into my 4th year, and I'm not school-based anymore.
Woo!
Yes, sort of. I'm now community-based, and like all my referrals come through probation. So all my kids are on probation.
Oh, you should talk to Chanel.
Oh yeah, that could be interesting. And yeah, this demographic of clients is just different. I have to go looking for them sometimes in places that I don't want to be. But it's
your pepper spray.
Oh, and I have it. But I do think it's more rewarding and fulfilling, and it's nice to see the impact that I'm having on people's lives versus in school-based work. I definitely felt impactful, and I definitely felt like, I was a good part of each client's day, and was supporting them and like having more confidence in themselves and their abilities and navigating whatever situation they had, depression, anxiety, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But I think the depth of their need was different. Like the new clients, there's so many areas of need, not just like, oh, I'm really struggling with school and my confidence and my abilities to like show up here. Or
your new clients is like survival type stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
While in both places could be like, lifelong and lasting. One is around like making it to the next week, whereas the other was like, I don't know, just not the same.
Right. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
It's just not the same. And so, yeah, I've just been needing to navigate that and like figuring out what my role is. Because I think my role felt very clear before. Like, I know what I'm going to help you with. This is the goal we're going to focus on. This is what we're going to do. But now it's like, which goal should I choose?
Right. Like, what's the highest leverage goal to keep you safe?
To keep you safe, or knowing that our time together is more limited. Like before, I had clients for 3+ years versus these kids just get 8 sessions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's just very different. Right, and the higher need, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, what do I prioritize? What do I focus on? But yeah, it's rewarding work, and I hope that I'll be supportive to all of them in the best ways that I can in the temporary time that we have together.
Wow, that's deep.
So that's kind of where we've been. So hopefully, now that I'll have this week off next week, so that I can feel less like adulting is ghetto, me and my boyfriend took the whole week off to plan our lives, get things in order, and just feel more on top of it. Because I feel like we often in adulthood go through the motions, and we have to be intentional about taking a pause and saying like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. And reevaluating what's important. Because, I never related more to if it ain't one thing, it's another. I feel like we heard that a lot growing... Not like we heard it in our home, but like that's a common saying.
And on TV it was a lot.
Yeah. And I have never related to anything more. Between, planning for a baby, having car trouble, trying to keep up at work when my brain is like, girl, I don't care about any of this right now. What's going to happen to your future? Like, it's great that you have the ability to take that time to kind of recalibrate, and to do it with your boyfriend. I think makes it even better, since you guys you're doing life together. So it's nice to be able to bounce ideas off each other and still make sure you're going in the same direction.
Right.
So I think if y'all have the ability to do that, take some time, even if it's just a weekend.
Right. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole week. It's just that I needed a vacation. Everybody else in my job, in my company, got a week off at some point in this last 2 months. Like it's built in. But because I changed departments, they were like, oh, you don't get it. You don't need it. Yeah. And I almost was just going to rock it out and vibe. And then 2 weeks ago, I was like, I need it before this new year starts, or like our fiscal year. So. Yeah,
and just because you got a new role doesn't mean you weren't working. You were working previously.
Right.
So.
I'm just like, how do y'all think I don't deserve a week off like everybody else?
It's the same company, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a different department. And mind you, it's not even a different department, really. We're all considered intensive behavioral health. So we're under the same branch of departments.
Just different
They
focus.
just have a week off at different times. So, like, our school year ended the week after the department I just joined. And so my week off was their, like, end of year things, and they wanted me to participate.
Got it.
And then they got their week off after that, and they were just like, well, that can be your week to onboard.
Right.
And I'm like...
So good on you for taking that time. You know, prepare the others, or don't. Yeah. I'm taking this week.
Yeah, which they approved it, so it was fine.
Yeah. I was going to say I love me some PTO. Like, I take it often. I really don't take it enough, but I am looking forward to taking some time in 2 weeks after our conference week this coming week to go on a baby moon. So taking some time to, I call it our last hurrah, our last little trip before the baby joins. But I say that to say, use your PTO, people.
Yeah, because I was realizing, like, I was waking up every day, like, I don't want to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And I was still doing that yesterday. And I'm like, well, if I have this time off, why am I not taking it? Because it's not like I don't like my job, or it's not like I don't like the things that I have set out to do, but I'm tired. And I have to admit it and not be in a woe is me, like, I can't do anything about it. I needed to be more in a, like, okay, what can I do? I can't take off these next 2 weeks, fine. Well, I can take off here.
Right.
So let me just plan for that and look forward to that so that I'm not upset for the next week and a half.
I think you bring up a great point around not ending up in the woe is me mindset. And I think that is maybe a good place for us to end off here today. Because, you know, we started off acknowledging adulting is ghetto. And you can probably relate to that. But we want you to take some time today just to think about one thing you can do to get yourself out of that woe is me mindset, whether it's planning a weekend to do a little life planning and figure out your next investment, or if it's just taking time off to recharge or recalibrate. We'd love to hear what's one thing you can do to kind of get out of that negativity that you might be feeling because adulting is ghetto.
Or, like, things are piling up. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Like, okay, you know that stuff just gonna keep happening. You're gonna have to be able to roll with the punches. So what can you do to help yourself roll with the punches? Because I was needing to stretch every night. I need to make sure I have my magnesium every day so that I wake up in a good mood in the morning. Because I was in a bad mood. Like, nobody talked to me.
My poor sister.
But we work it out. We can do it. Everybody, we can do it. I think our sister circle question could be, what has been your woe is me moment? I'm curious to know that.
Like, what adulting thing has sent you over the edge?
Yes. Seriously, I want to know. That's a good way to say it. Because there's a lot of stuff that maybe has sent you over the edge. And you could add on top of that what you did to help you
get out of it.
Reel back in.
Or what you're planning to do, because maybe you're not there yet. I know for me, I'd be getting annoyed having to think about what to eat every day. This sounds so silly. Like, I've been eating my whole life.
Right.
But at some point, I'm like, I gotta figure out what to eat again. Now I get why we had spaghetti all the time.
Seriously, and then tacos. Or something made up. Because I could definitely remember some noodles and some corn with some, I don't even know. I was like, Dad, what is this?
Sustenance.
It's a casserole.
It's a casserole.
No, he didn't say that. We ain't eat no casserole. But that's basically what it was.
Yeah, so.
Hodgepodge.
But
we ate, so.
We ate good, too. Yes. All right, y'all. I think that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.